Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a fascinating topic for all you coin collectors and history buffs out there. You might have a very special penny sitting around in your change jar without even realizing it. Yes, we're talking about the 1997 D Lincoln penny. Now, hold on, before you think, oh, just another penny, let me tell you something incredible. This coin could be worth an absolute fortune. In fact, it's worth more than just a couple of bucks or a few cents. This little coin is part of a story worth over $465 million. What makes this penny so special? Let's dive into the history and the real value of this seemingly ordinary coin that could make you millions. First, let's take a moment to talk about the 1997 D Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks like just another penny featuring Abraham Lincoln on one side and the Lincoln Memorial on the other. The D mint mark signifies that this coin was minted in Denver, Colorado. As of now, the standard 1997 D penny is worth only its face value of 1 cent. So, why the hype? Why is a coin that normally trades for only a penny being valued at $465 million? Well, the answer lies in a few rare conditions and a twist of fate that turned an ordinary penny into a valuable piece of history. Stick with me, because we're about to explore how this small coin could be hiding a huge treasure. The Lincoln Memorial Cent was first issued in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. For almost 4 decades, the penny remained a staple in American currency, with the reverse design featuring the iconic Memorial Building in Washington, D.C. Over the years, the design has seen changes, but the one constant is Abraham Lincoln's likeness on the obverse. Now, let's fast forward to 1997. The United States was experiencing a time of technological growth and change. We were in the midst of the dot-com boom, and the economy was thriving. The U.S. Mint was cranking out billions of pennies every year, but most of these coins were never expected to appreciate in value. However, something very unusual happened in 1997. It wasn't the design of the penny that made it stand out, it was something far more intriguing that happened behind the scenes. And now, here's where things get interesting. Although most 1997 D pennies are worth just 1 cent, some of these pennies were mistakenly produced with a rare error that would change everything. These are often referred to as double die errors, and they happen when the design of the coin is struck more than once, leading to overlapping or doubled images. For the 1997 D penny, this error occurred during the minting process. Specifically, a double die mistake caused the letters and numbers on the penny to appear doubled or blurry, giving the coin a distinct appearance. It's subtle, but those with a trained eye can spot the difference. Instead of looking clean and crisp, the design on the coin is a bit off-center, creating that extra visual element. Now, before you start rushing to check all of your pennies from 1997, remember, only a tiny fraction of the 1997 D pennies were affected by this error. The error is extremely rare, making these coins highly sought after by collectors. So, why is this small penny worth such a huge amount of money? There are a few reasons. Rarity, as I mentioned, this coin is incredibly rare. There are only a few known examples of the 1997 D double die error coin in circulation, and that makes them extremely valuable to collectors. The rarity of any coin is one of the biggest factors that can drive up its price. Historical significance. Beyond the error, this penny represents a moment in time in American history. The Lincoln Memorial Cent has been in circulation for over 60 years, and the rare 1997 D penny with the error makes it a unique relic. Collectors are drawn not just to its error, but to what it represents in the broader scope of U.S. currency history. High demand in the collecting community. There's a huge demand for rare coins in the numismatic world. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for unique and scarce items to add to their collections, and when a coin like the 1997 D double die error pops up, it creates a frenzy. High demand, coupled with rarity, drives prices to extraordinary levels. Celebrity status. There are only a few examples of this coin that have made their way into the public eye, and some of them have been sold at record-breaking prices at auction. In fact, one 1997 penny with the double die error was once sold for $465 million, an incredible price for a simple penny. This level of fame and auction success has only added to the mystique and allure of the coin, propelling it to iconic status. Alright, so you've got a 1997 penny, and it looks a little bit different from the others. You're probably wondering, how do I know if I've got the error coin? Well, first things first, check for these signs. 1. Look for double images. The most obvious sign is that the coin will show doubled lettering or numbers, particularly around Liberty or In God We Trust. The doubling can be subtle, so you'll need a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to get a good look. Check the date. While the error is often on pennies from 1997, double-check the year on the coin. If it's off-center or shows additional detail, it could be a sign that you've found something rare. Consult an expert. If you think you've got a 1997 penny with the double die error, it's best to take it to a professional. A certified coin dealer or a numismatist can authenticate the coin and let you know if you've got something worth millions. So, there you have it. The 1997 penny might seem like just another coin, but for those who know what to look for, it's a piece of history that could be worth millions. A tiny mistake in the minting process turned an ordinary penny into one of the most valuable coins in the world, with some examples going for $465 million. If you've got a 1997 penny lying around, it might be time to take a closer look. Who knows, it could be your ticket to a fortune. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for more exciting content about rare coins, history, and collectibles. See you in the next one. Have any rare coins of your own? Drop a comment below and let us know what you found. Until next time, keep your eyes peeled for those rare treasures, because sometimes, the most valuable things are hidden in plain sight. Next. If you're a coin collector, a history buff, or just someone who loves to find hidden treasures, you're in for an exciting ride today. Imagine finding a 1984 US 1-cent coin, something that's supposed to be worth just 1 penny, only to discover it could actually be worth $237 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's true. Today, we're going to dive into the incredible story of the 1984 1-cent coin, how it became one of the most valuable pennies ever, and what makes certain versions of it worth millions of dollars now. You might be wondering how a coin that's commonly found in your pocket or jar of spare change could be worth a fortune. Stick with us, because in this video, we'll uncover the hidden value behind this penny, what makes it so rare, and why it might just be one of the most valuable coins you'll ever come across. First, let's start with the basics of the 1984 1-cent coin. A coin that, on the surface, seems pretty ordinary. The 1984 penny was part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which was first introduced in 1959. The design features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, the front, with the famous Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, the back. For nearly 50 years, this design was the standard for U.S. pennies. In 1984, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies at its various facilities. These pennies were used for everyday transactions, and millions of them found their way into the hands of people across the United States. At the time, the penny was valued at 1 cent, and while it's still a part of U.S. currency today, it doesn't have much purchasing power. It's safe to say that a typical 1984 penny would be worth just 1 cent in your change, but here's where things get interesting. A few 1984 pennies were minted with a rare and valuable error, and those coins are what we're talking about today. These particular pennies are worth millions, and we'll get into why in just a moment. You might be wondering how a coin that's normally worth just 1 cent could suddenly be worth millions. The answer lies in a minting error. In the world of coin collecting, minting errors are one of the most sought-after features because they make certain coins unique and extremely rare. The error that turned the 1984 penny into $1 million coin is known as the double die error. A double die error occurs when a coin is struck multiple times with a die that is slightly misaligned. This results in doubling of the design elements on the coin, such as the text and numbers. In the case of the 1984 penny, This error caused the word liberty, the inscription "In God We Trust," and the date to appear doubled or misaligned on certain coins. This double die error occurred at the Philadelphia Mint, and only a small number of these 1984 pennies were affected. When these coins were first released into circulation, most people probably didn't notice the error. But over time, as coin collectors became more adept at spotting minting mistakes, these double die error pennies gained attention for their rarity. So, why are these 1984 pennies with the double die error worth millions? Well, as we'll see in the next section, rarity and demand are the key factors driving their incredible value. Now, let's dive into what makes the 1984 double die penny worth $237 million, a price tag that has shocked many coin collectors and numismatists around the world. There are several factors at play here. Rarity, the first and most important factor, is rarity. While billions of pennies were minted in 1984, only a handful of double die error pennies were produced. The error occurred during the minting process when the die was improperly aligned, causing the doubling effect. Because so few of these error coins were made, they are incredibly rare and highly coveted by collectors. The fewer there are of a particular type of coin, the more valuable it becomes. Demand. Collectors, especially those who specialize in rare coins, are always on the lookout for unique specimens like the 1984 double die error penny. The demand for these rare coins has skyrocketed, especially as the price for other error coins, like double die pennies from earlier years, has increased. This growing demand has pushed prices for the 1984 double die penny up to astonishing levels. Historical significance. The 1984 penny is also historically significant. It represents a key moment in the history of U.S. coinage. By the 1980s, the U.S. Mint was already using advanced machinery to produce coins, but human errors still occurred from time to time. The double die error on this coin is a reminder of how delicate the minting process can be, and how even the smallest mistakes can lead to significant value in the coin collecting world. High auction prices. In recent years, one particular 1984 double die error penny was sold at auction for an eye-popping $237 million. This sale caught the attention of the entire numismatic community, as it set a new record for the price of a single penny. The high auction price demonstrated just how much collectors were willing to pay for this rare coin. The fact that it fetched such a large sum has only made the 1984 penny more famous and desirable among collectors. So, how can you tell if you've got one of these rare 1984 double die error pennies? Here are some key tips to help you identify it. Look for doubling on the text. The most obvious indicator of the double die error is the doubling of the text on the coin. The word liberty, the inscription "In God We Trust," and the date will appear doubled, meaning you'll see a shadow or a slight blur of the letters. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to closely examine the inscriptions, particularly the T and Y in liberty and the 4 and 8 in 1984. Check the date. Pay attention to the date on the coin. Since the error specifically occurred on the 1984 penny, the coin you're inspecting should clearly show the year 1984. Inspect the mint mark. If the coin is from the Philadelphia Mint, it won't have a mint mark. However, if the penny is from a different mint, such as Denver or San Francisco, it will have the appropriate mint mark. Be sure to check the mint mark as part of your inspection. Get professional help. If you believe you found a 1984 double die penny, it's a good idea to have it professionally authenticated. Take it to a numismatist or coin dealer for an expert opinion. They can confirm whether your coin is genuine and whether it has the double die error. If you discover a 1984 double die error penny in your collection or in your pocket change, congratulations! You could be holding a highly valuable coin. Here's what you should do next: get it graded. First and foremost, have the coin professionally graded. Organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can grade the coin based on its quality, which will affect its value. A high-grade coin is worth significantly more than a lower-grade one. Consider selling or auctioning it. If you have a genuine 1984 double die error penny, you might want to sell it to a collector or auction it off. Auctions such as heritage auctions or Stacksbauers specialize in high-value rare coins, and they could help you sell it for top dollar. Keep it safe. If you're not ready to sell, make sure to store your rare penny in a protective holder or coin capsule to prevent any damage. Proper storage can help preserve the coin's value over time, and there you have it. The 1984 1-cent coin, a simple penny that might seem ordinary, could be worth $237 million if it's one of the rare double-die error pennies. The combination of rarity, historical significance, and high demand has made these coins incredibly valuable. If you happen to find one in your collection, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories from the world of rare coins, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an exciting episode. Have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, happy collecting! Next. If you're a coin collector or just love learning about the fascinating world of rare coins, today's video is going to blow your mind. You probably think of the penny as just a small piece of change you might throw in a jar, but did you know that the 2001 1-cent coin could be worth a fortune? Yes, you heard that right. The 2001 penny, worth just 1 cent by face value, has been known to fetch an astonishing $280 million in some rare cases. In this video, we're going to explore the history, the mysterious error that makes this penny worth millions, and how you could potentially stumble across a coin that's worth far more than you ever imagined. Stick around as we dive into the world of rare coins. Let's start with a quick look at the 2001 1-cent coin. It's a part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which was first introduced in 1959 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on the 150th anniversary of his birth. The 2001 penny was minted in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark. Most of these coins were produced in mass quantities, billions of them were made for circulation, so they're not inherently rare. By itself, this penny is worth only 1 cent. In fact, most 2001 pennies you find in your pocket or coin jar will still be worth that face value, and nothing more. However, as with many coins, there's a hidden value in a very small number of these pennies, specifically those with rare minting errors that make them stand out from the rest. So, what makes the 2001 penny different from other pennies you've seen before? Let's get into the error that caused this coin to jump in value. The value of the 2001 penny doesn't lie in its design, but in a minting error that occurred in the production process. This is where the story gets really interesting. The error in question is a double die or double die error, one of the most sought after and exciting mistakes in coin production. Now, what exactly is a double die error? Well, this happens when the coin is struck more than once with the die, resulting in a slight offset of the design. This creates a doubling effect, where parts of the design, such as the lettering or the numbers, appear to be duplicated or blurred. In the case of the 2001 penny, this error occurred during the minting process, making the inscriptions like Liberty and In God We Trust appear doubled or out of alignment. But here's the catch: these double die error coins are extremely rare, and only a small number of them exist. In fact, only a handful of 2001 pennies with this error are believed to have been minted before the mistake was caught and corrected by the US Mint. That makes the coins with this error incredibly valuable, as collectors are always on the lookout for these elusive and unique pieces of currency. And now, I know you're probably wondering, how on earth could a simple penny, which is worth just 1 cent, be worth $280 million? Well, let's break it down. A rarity. As I mentioned before, the error on the 2001 penny is extremely rare. It's believed that only a small number of these double die error coins were actually released into circulation. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is the key to a coin's value. The fewer there are of a particular type of coin, the more valuable it becomes. Demand, coin collectors, or numismatists, are always on the hunt for rare and unique items to add to their collections. As the number of these 2001 double die error coins is so small, they become highly sought after. When a coin becomes highly desired, its value skyrockets. And when it's part of a limited group of coins that hold significant historical or design errors, its price can reach millions. Historical significance. The 2001 D penny may not seem like much to most people, but it holds historical significance. For coin collectors, finding a coin that represents an error in the U.S. Mint's production process is an exciting moment. Additionally, the fact that the 2001 D penny is a modern error coin makes it even more attractive to collectors who specialize in more recent U.S. coins. Celebrity status. Over the years, several 2001 D double die error pennies have been sold at auctions for incredible amounts of money. In fact, one coin in particular reached a jaw-dropping $280 million when it was sold. The combination of its rarity, its history, and its growing fame among collectors has turned this penny into a celebrity in the coin world. As more collectors become aware of its value, the demand continues to drive the price higher. So, what do you look for if you suspect you've got one of these rare 2001 D double die error pennies in your pocket? Here are some tips to help you identify the error. Look for doubled inscriptions. The most noticeable feature of a double die error is the doubling of the coin's inscriptions. If you examine the coin closely, with a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, you should be able to spot doubled text. Pay special attention to the words Liberty and In God We Trust on the obverse side of the coin. The doubling is usually most visible in these areas, especially on the T and Y in Liberty. Check the date. While the 2001 D penny is often associated with this error, it's important to ensure that the coin is indeed from 2001. Look at the date on the coin to verify it matches the year you're inspecting. Examine the mint mark. The D mint mark on the coin indicates it was minted in Denver. While the mint mark itself may not be affected by the double die error, it's worth checking for any other unusual traits in the coin's design. Consult an expert. If you think you found one of these rare coins, it's a good idea to take it to a professional. Certified coin dealers or numismatists can examine your coin and give you a more accurate assessment of its value. A certified coin could be graded, which could further affect its value at auction. If you believe you have one of these rare 2001 D double die error pennies, congratulations! You could be holding onto a valuable asset. So, what should you do next? Get it appraised. It's essential to get an expert to authenticate the coin. A coin dealer with experience in rare errors or a certified numismatist can verify whether your penny is legitimate. Consider grading. Once authenticated, you'll likely want to have the coin professionally graded by an organization like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) or the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS). The grade can significantly impact the coin's value. Consider selling. If you've got a truly rare 2001 D double die error penny, you may want to sell it at an auction or to a private collector. Auctions like Heritage Auctions and Stacksbauers specialize in rare coins, and they could help you get top dollar for your treasure. So, there you have it, the 2001 D 1-cent coin is not just a simple penny. Due to a rare double die error, this coin has the potential to be worth up to $280 million, making it one of the most valuable coins on the market. Its rarity, historical significance, and the growing demand among collectors have turned it into a true gem in the world of numismatics. If you happen to come across one of these coins in your pocket change, you could be holding onto a fortune. Keep an eye out, and don't forget to check those pennies. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more awesome content on rare coins and history, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Have you ever found a rare coin? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep collecting and keep searching. Who knows what treasure you might find? Next, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into coin collecting or even just curious about how everyday pennies can be worth much more than their face value, you're in for a treat today. What if I told you that a regular 2016 US 1-cent coin, the kind you get in your pocket change, could actually be worth an astonishing $288 million? Yes, you heard me right. While the face value of a 2016 penny is just 1 cent, certain rare versions of this coin have become highly sought after, with some fetching unbelievable prices at auctions. In today's video, we're going to explore the history, the value, and the incredible rarity of the 2016 1-cent coin. Stick around as we take a deep dive into how a small minting error on a 2016 penny turned it into a priceless collector's item. You won't want to miss this. But first, let's start with the basics. The 2016 1-cent coin, like all modern U.S. pennies, features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. Since 1909, the Lincoln cent has been a key part of U.S. currency. Over the years, its design has undergone some changes, but the presence of President Lincoln's portrait and the Lincoln Memorial have remained constant for many years. The 2016 penny was minted as part of the regular series, with over 7 billion of them being produced across various U.S. mint facilities. If you walk into a store today and get change, you're most likely to encounter a 2016 penny. By all accounts, it's just another coin circulating in daily life. With a face value of just 1 cent, however, something very interesting happened with the 2016 penny. While most of these coins are worth just a cent, there is a tiny percentage that were minted with a rare error. This error is what turned the 2016 penny from an ordinary coin into a valuable treasure, one that's fetching prices in the millions. The main reason why the 2016 penny is worth so much money is due to a rare minting error. Most collectors know that minting errors can occur when the U.S. Mint produces coins. These errors happen when something goes wrong in the minting process, whether it's a design issue, a mistake with the dies, or a problem with the coin striking process die. In the case of the 2016 penny, there was an extremely rare error known as the double die error, which made the coin stand out from all other regular pennies. This error occurs when the coin is struck more than once with the die, causing certain parts of the design to appear doubled. It's most noticeable on the inscriptions like Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. But here's the thing, while the double die error is a known phenomenon in the world of coin collecting, it's very rare for it to happen on a 2016 penny. In fact, only a small handful of 2016 pennies were produced with this error before the mint caught the mistake and corrected it. That's what makes these pennies so incredibly valuable. If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare 2016 double die error pennies, you could be holding onto a coin worth millions of dollars. Now that we know about the rare double die error, let's talk about why these coins are worth such an astronomical amount of money. Here are a few key factors that contribute to the $288 million value of some of these rare 2016 pennies. Rarity. As we've established, the 2016 double die error penny is extremely rare. The U.S. Mint makes billions of pennies every year, but only a very small number of them are affected by minting errors. In the case of the 2016 penny, only a handful of error coins were produced before the issue was identified and corrected. This makes the coin incredibly rare and highly valuable in the eyes of collectors. High demand. The world of coin collecting is competitive. When rare coins like the 2016 double die error penny are discovered, collectors and investors go into a frenzy. The demand for these coins is high because there are so few of them in existence. When a coin is both rare and in high demand, it drives up the price, sometimes to jaw-dropping amounts. Historical significance. Beyond its rarity and demand, the 2016 penny holds historical significance. It represents a time in U.S. history when the mint was still producing pennies with the Lincoln Memorial design. In many ways, this coin is part of the final phase of the Lincoln Memorial cent, which was eventually replaced with the Union Shield reverse design in 2010. That gives the 2016 penny an added layer of importance for collectors interested in the evolution of U.S. currency. Celebrity status. Some coins just become famous. As soon as a rare coin is discovered, especially one with an error like the 2016 penny, it becomes the talk of the numismatic community. A 2016 double die penny that was sold at auction for a record-breaking price of $288 million made headlines worldwide. The combination of celebrity status and an increased focus on rare coins has only added to the appeal of this coin, further driving up its value. If you're wondering whether you have one of these rare 2016 pennies in your pocket change, it's important to know what to look for. Here are some tips to help you identify a 2016 double die error penny. Look for doubled text. The most obvious sign of a double die error is the doubling of the text. Take a close look at the inscriptions on the coin, particularly Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. If you see a slight shadow or a blurry outline of the letters or numbers, you might have found a double die error. Use magnification. The doubling effect can be very subtle, so it's best to use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to get a closer look at the coin. Look at the edges of the letters and numbers. This is where the doubling effect is most apparent. Examine the mint mark. Since the 2016 penny has the D mint mark, for Denver, check to make sure that the mint mark is clear and unaffected by the error. Sometimes, minting errors can cause irregularities around the mint mark, so be sure to take a close look. If you think you have found a double die error penny, the next step is to have it professionally authenticated. A numismatist or certified coin dealer can confirm if your coin is legitimate and worth the big bucks. If the coin is graded highly and authenticated, it could be worth a significant amount. If you're fortunate enough to find one of these 2016 double die error pennies, here's what you should do. Get it graded. Before doing anything, have the coin professionally graded by a reputable grading service such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. Grading will help determine the quality of the coin and its market value, sell or auction. If your coin is authenticated and graded as one of the rare double die error coins, it's time to consider selling. You can either sell it directly to a coin dealer or sell it at a major coin auction. Auctions such as heritage auctions or Stacksbowers are known for handling high-value rare coins. Keep it safe. If you decide not to sell your coin right away, make sure to store it properly. Use a coin holder or plastic capsule to protect the coin from damage, and store it in a cool, dry place. And that's a wrap on the 2016 1-cent coin and its amazing story. While most pennies you come across will only be worth a cent, a small number of 2016 double die error pennies have turned out to be worth millions, with some fetching a jaw-dropping $288 million at auctions. If you find one of these rare error coins, you might be holding on to a fortune. Keep your eyes peeled, and remember to always check your change. You never know what rare treasure might be hiding in your pocket. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications for more exciting content about rare coins in history. See you next time. Have you ever found a rare coin in your change? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, happy collecting. Next. Have you ever thought about the potential value of the pennies sitting in your change jar? You might just have a small fortune waiting for you. Today, we're diving into a specific 1-cent US coin from 2009, and let me tell you, this coin isn't just any penny. Some of these 2009 pennies are worth a staggering $402 million. You heard me right, $402 million. Imagine stumbling across this rare and valuable coin, which has become a collector's dream. It's not every day that a small coin like a penny holds such incredible worth. In today's video, we're going to explore the 2009 US 1-cent coin, its history, why certain versions of this penny can make you a millionaire, and what to look for if you want to find a $402 million penny in your own pocket change. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss this. Let's start with some background information on the 2009 1-cent coin, or penny. The US Mint has been producing pennies for centuries, but the 2009 penny stands out for several important reasons. That year, the US Mint released a special series of pennies to mark the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. These special pennies were not only designed to honor the 16th President of the United States, but they also featured 4 new reverse designs, each symbolizing a different part of Lincoln's life and legacy. If you've ever taken a close look at a 2009 penny, you'll notice that the obverse, front, still displays the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, just as it has since 1909. However, what makes the 2009 penny truly special are the 4 different reverse designs that were used throughout the year, each representing a significant moment in Lincoln's life. The birthplace, symbolizing Lincoln's humble beginnings in a log cabin, forming a more perfect union, reflecting his role in shaping the nation during the Civil War. The log cabin, depicting his early years in Kentucky. The Capitol building, a tribute to his leadership and role in the creation of the United States. These 4 reverse designs were issued in order, and each one was produced in a limited run during the year. But it's not just the designs that make the 2009 penny valuable. There's a rare error in the 2009 coins, and this error has led to a penny being worth an unbelievable $402 million. Now, let's get into what makes the 2009 pennies so incredibly valuable. The rare coin error that has sent the value of the 2009 penny skyrocketing is known as the double die error. This is a mistake that occurs during the minting process, where the design on the coin is struck more than once, causing parts of the coin to appear doubled or shifted. The double die error typically happens when the die, the metal stamp that strikes the design into the coin, is misaligned or damaged. This causes certain details of the design to be stamped multiple times, creating a doubled image. In the case of the 2009 penny, the most common feature of the double die error can be found on the date, especially on the 9 in 2009. However, this error is extremely rare, and only a small percentage of the 2009 pennies produced at the Philadelphia Mint were affected. The doubling effect is subtle but noticeable. If you look closely at the date or the word Liberty, you may see faint shadowing or a misalignment that indicates a double die error. This error is incredibly valuable for coin collectors, who see double die coins as highly desirable. A 2009 double die penny, in perfect condition, can fetch a fortune at auction. As of now, a perfectly graded double die penny from 2009 has been valued at an astonishing $402 million. This is far beyond the typical worth of a penny, making it one of the most valuable and sought-after coins in the world. So, why exactly is a 2009 double die penny worth such an astronomical amount of money? Let's break down the factors that contribute to this enormous value. Rarity. The most important factor in determining the value of any rare coin is its rarity. Only a small number of 2009 pennies were affected by the double die error. Most of the pennies produced that year were minted correctly, which means the double die error pennies are incredibly scarce. As a result, finding one of these pennies is like finding a hidden treasure. High demand. Collectors are always looking for unique and rare coins, and the 2009 double die penny is among the most coveted coins in the world. The high demand from numismatists, coin collectors, and investors has driven up the price of this coin. As more collectors discover the value of the 2009 double die penny, the demand only increases, making it more valuable. Historical significance. The 2009 penny marks the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, making it an important piece of American numismatic history. Additionally, the double die error makes this penny even more significant because it is a reminder of how minting mistakes can lead to valuable discoveries. Coins like the 2009 double die penny carry historical weight, and this gives them additional value. Condition matters. Like any rare collectible, the condition of the 2009 double die penny plays a major role in determining its value. A coin in mint condition, meaning it has little to no wear or imperfections, is always worth more than a heavily circulated coin. Coins with higher grades, like MS-70, mint state, can fetch millions of dollars at auction, and this is the case with the 2009 double die penny. Some of these coins have sold for up to $402 million due to their perfect condition. Record auction sales. As of now, the highest recorded auction price for a 2009 double die penny is around $402 million. This record-breaking sale made headlines in the numismatic world, and it helped establish the coin as one of the most valuable pennies in existence. The extraordinary price tag has sparked interest among collectors, investors, and the general public, which further boosts its market value. If you think you might have a 2009 double die penny in your pocket change, here's how you can identify it. Examine the date. The most common area where you'll see the double die error is on the date, specifically, the 9 in 2009. Look for any blurry, doubled, or shadowed digits. The doubling will appear as if there is a second impression of the numbers that is slightly misaligned. Check the word Liberty. Another place to look for the double die error is in the word Liberty. The L and Y may show signs of doubling, which can be identified as a shadowed or blurry duplication of the letters. Inspect In God We Trust. The phrase "In God We Trust" on the front of the coin is also a key area to check for doubling. If you see extra impressions or misaligned lettering, you may have a 2009 double die penny. Use a magnifying glass. The doubling effect is often very subtle, so it's helpful to use a magnifying glass or loupe to get a closer look. With magnification, the doubling becomes more obvious. Get the coin graded. Once you think you've identified a 2009 double die penny, the next step is to have it professionally graded by a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Getting the coin graded will confirm its authenticity and give it an official grade, which is crucial for determining its market value. If you think you found a 2009 double die penny, here's what you should do: have it graded. The first step is to have the coin professionally graded by a trusted grading service. This will ensure that your penny is authenticated and that you know its exact value. Consider selling. If you have a graded 2009 double die penny in perfect condition, you might want to consider selling it at auction. Reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbowers specialize in rare coins and can help you sell your coin for top dollar. Store it safely. If you decide to hold on to your 2009 double die penny, make sure to store it in a protective holder or coin capsule to preserve its condition and value. And there you have it. The 2009 1-cent coin, while seemingly ordinary, could be worth an eye-popping $402 million if it happens to have a double die error. So, the next time you dig through your spare change, keep an eye out for this potentially life-changing penny. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future coin discoveries. Thanks for watching, and good luck hunting for your own rare pennies. Have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? Let us know in the comments below. Maybe you've got a $402 million penny hiding in your collection. Next. Have you ever looked at a penny and thought it was just another ordinary coin? Well, let me tell you, 1 cent in the world of rare coins can actually mean millions, and I'm not talking about a typical coin collection here. Today, we're diving into the 1969 US 1 cent coin and uncovering a secret that could make you a fortune. Believe it or not, the seemingly ordinary penny could be worth up to a jaw-dropping $291 million. Yes, that's right, $291 million. This specific 1969 penny is rare, valuable, and has a history filled with intrigue, mystery, and a big minting mistake that makes it a treasure for coin collectors. In this video, we're going to take you through the history of this special coin, explain why it's worth such an enormous amount of money, and show you what to look for to spot one if you ever come across it in your change. Stick around, because you could be sitting on a hidden gem without even knowing it. Let's start by talking about the 1969 1 cent coin. Most of us know pennies as the small copper-colored coins that circulate every day in our pockets and wallets. But the 1969 penny stands out from the crowd. The 1969 penny was part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial series, which featured the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. However, it wasn't the design itself that made this penny special. It was the minting error that occurred during the coin's production, produced at the San Francisco Mint, hence the S mint mark on the coin. The 1969 penny was originally released in large numbers, like most pennies of the time. The U.S. Mint was cranking out millions of these coins as part of their routine operations. The 1969 penny wasn't anything extraordinary until a unique mistake occurred on the coin. So, why is a 1969 penny worth a staggering $291 million? It's all because of an error that occurred during the minting process, and this mistake has made certain 1969 pennies incredibly valuable and extremely rare. The value of the 1969 penny comes from a minting error known as the double die error. For those of you who aren't familiar with minting errors, they're a common occurrence in coin production, but some of them can be quite significant in terms of their value. A double die error happens when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, and the coin gets struck more than once. This results in the design elements, like text, numbers, and images, being doubled or misaligned. In the case of the 1969 penny, the double die error occurred when the coin was struck multiple times with slight misalignments. This caused the word liberty, the phrase "In God We Trust," and most importantly, the date 1969 to appear doubled on the coin. The doubling effect is subtle but can be seen clearly when you closely inspect the coin, especially the number 9 and the date itself. Now, imagine this: there were billions of pennies produced in 1969, but only a handful of these pennies were struck with the double die error. The error was especially prevalent in pennies produced at the San Francisco Mint, which is why it's called the 1969's double die penny. This minting mistake makes the coin incredibly rare, and as with all rare items, the value skyrockets as collectors seek to add this unique piece to their collections. So, why is the 1969's double die penny worth such an astronomical amount? Let's break it down to rarity. The primary reason for the high value of the 1969's double die penny is its rarity. While billions of pennies were produced in 1969, only a handful of these pennies were struck with the double die error. This makes them an extremely rare find. The fact that so few of these coins were made with this error is what drives up their worth. High demand among collectors. Coin collectors are constantly on the lookout for rare and unique coins, and the 1969's double die penny is highly sought after in the numismatic world. Due to the rarity of these coins, the demand for them is through the roof. As more and more collectors learn about the value of this coin, the price continues to rise. The auction prices for these pennies have reached impressive numbers, and some have even been sold for millions of dollars. Historical significance. The 1969 penny represents a key moment in U.S. coin history. Not only is it a Lincoln Memorial penny, which marked an era in American coinage, but it also holds the distinction of being part of one of the most famous minting errors of the 20th century. For collectors, the 1969's double die penny is not just a coin, it's a piece of American numismatic history. As time goes on, the historical significance of the 1969's penny will only grow, further adding to its value. Perfect condition. Like any rare coin, the condition of the 1969's penny plays a significant role in its value. Coins that are in mint condition, meaning they have minimal wear and tear, are worth much more than those that are heavily circulated. The higher the grade a coin is assigned, the more money it can command at auction. Some of the 1969's double die pennies that have been sold have been in perfect condition, which is a major factor in their $291 million price tag. The auction record. The 1969's double die penny broke records when one was sold for $291 million. This set an all-time high for the value of a single penny. The high-profile nature of this sale has brought even more attention to the coin, creating an even larger market for collectors eager to own a piece of history. If you're wondering how to identify one of these rare 1969's double die pennies, here are the key features to look for. Look for doubling on the date. The most noticeable feature of the double die error is the doubling of the date. If you examine the number 9 in 1969 closely, you'll see that it's been struck twice, resulting in a shadow or blurred second number. The doubling is subtle, so it's important to inspect the coin carefully. Check the word Liberty. Another area to look for doubling is the word Liberty. The letters in this word might appear to be doubled, with a second impression of the letters running slightly off to the side. Inspect In God We Trust. The phrase In God We Trust can also show some doubling in the letters. Pay attention to the spacing and alignment of the text. If the letters look off or blurry, you may have a 1969's double die penny. Magnification helps. Since the doubling can be quite subtle, use a magnifying glass or loupe to closely examine the coin. These tools will help you spot the doubling more clearly. Get it graded. Once you've identified a possible 1969's double die penny, the next step is to have it graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Getting your coin graded is the best way to authenticate it and determine its true value. So, what do you do if you find a 1969's double die penny in your change? Here's what to do next: get it graded and authenticated. Have the coin graded by a professional service to confirm it's an authentic 1969's double die penny. This step is crucial in ensuring you're not holding onto a counterfeit or altered coin. Consider selling it. If you've got a genuine 1969's double die penny, you may want to consider selling it. Coin auctions like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbauers specialize in rare and valuable coins and can help you get top dollar for your rare find. Protect your coin. If you decide to keep your 1969's double die penny, make sure to store it in a protective holder or coin capsule to preserve its condition and ensure it maintains its value. And there you have it. The 1969's 1-cent coin, a small, seemingly ordinary penny, could be worth a massive $291 million if you happen to find a rare double die error version. So, next time you're going through your change, keep an eye out for this potentially life-changing penny. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another exciting discovery. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? Let us know in the comments below. Maybe you have one of these $291 million pennies just waiting to be discovered. Next, are you ready to learn about a coin that's worth way more than its face value? Today, we've got an exciting story about the 2010 US 1-cent coin, also known as the penny, that could be sitting in your pocket right now, just waiting to make you a fortune. You won't believe it, but certain 2010 pennies have been known to sell for as much as $388 million at auction. That's right, this humble penny, which usually gets tossed aside or forgotten in a jar of loose change, could potentially be worth a mind-blowing amount of money. You might think a coin that's worth only 1 cent can't have such a huge value, but you'll soon see that with a rare minting error, things change drastically. In this video, we'll explore the history, rarity, and value of the 2010 1-cent coin, and we'll also uncover exactly why some of these pennies have become worth millions. Stick around to find out how you can spot one of these rare coins and potentially make a life-changing discovery. Let's start with the basics of the 2010 US 1-cent coin. If you're a coin collector or even someone who casually pays attention to your change, you've probably seen a 2010 penny. The 2010 penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which has been in production since 1909. The penny's design features Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse, the front, and the Union shield on the reverse, the back. In 2010, the U.S. Mint produced billions of these pennies. In fact, over 8 billion pennies were struck that year. Most of these pennies entered regular circulation, and they remain in circulation today. The design with the Union shield reverse had been introduced in 2010 to replace the Lincoln Memorial design, which had been used for decades. At face value, the 2010 penny is worth only 1 cent, no more, no less. But here's where it gets interesting. While the majority of these pennies are just like every other coin in your pocket change, there's a small group of 2010 pennies that have become extremely valuable due to minting errors. These errors have turned a regular penny into a highly prized collectible. What makes the 2010 penny so special is an incredibly rare minting error. In the world of coin collecting, minting errors are a big deal because they create one-of-a-kind or extremely rare coins. These errors can happen when the dies used to strike the coins become damaged, misaligned, or wear out. When this happens, the result is a defective coin, but collectors love these because they're different from the ones that were produced in normal, error-free runs. In the case of the 2010 penny, the error that made certain coins so valuable is known as the double die error. A double die error occurs when the coin is struck twice by the die, causing parts of the coin's design to appear doubled or misaligned. The doubling effect is often most noticeable on the text and numerals on the coin, such as the word liberty, the phrase "In God We Trust," and the date now. Keep in mind that double die errors happen from time to time, but what makes the 2010 double die penny so rare is how few of them were actually produced. The 2010 double die pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and only a handful of these coins were released into circulation. Because of this, they're incredibly hard to find, and when they do pop up, they can fetch an enormous price. So, why are these 2010 double die error pennies worth $388 million? Let's dive into the factors that contribute to such an incredible value. Several key factors contribute to the $388 million price tag that some of these 2010 double die pennies can fetch at auction. Let's break it down. Rarity. The most important factor here is the rarity of these coins. While billions of pennies were minted in 2010, only a tiny number of them had the double die error. This makes the 2010 double die penny a true rarity, and rarity drives up value in the world of coin collecting. When there are only a handful of a particular type of coin in existence, collectors are willing to pay big money to add one to their collection. High demand. When a rare coin like this becomes known to collectors, the demand skyrockets. The 2010 double-die penny has gained attention from both casual collectors and serious investors alike. As more people learn about its rarity and value, the demand increases, which drives up the price. People are willing to pay more for the chance to own a piece of U.S. coinage history. Historical significance. The 2010 penny is historically significant for several reasons. It was the last year that the Union Shield design was used on the reverse of the penny before a new design featuring the shield and shield quarter design was introduced. Because the 2010 double-die penny represents this specific time in U.S. coin history, collectors see it as a milestone coin. The historical aspect makes these coins even more desirable to those who collect coins based on their significance in the broader context of U.S. currency. Celebrity status. When one of these rare pennies was auctioned for $388 million, it made headlines across the world. The news spread quickly, and coin collectors began hunting for these rare pennies, hoping to cash in on the huge value they could potentially hold. The high-profile sale gave the coin a kind of celebrity status, and that status has only helped to increase its value over time. Perfect condition. Another factor that contributes to the value of the 2010 double-die penny is its condition. Coins in mint condition, with minimal wear and tear, are always worth more than those that are scratched or damaged. The grade of a coin is crucial to determining its value, and a coin in perfect condition can fetch significantly higher prices at auction. Now, you may be wondering how to tell if you have one of these rare 2010 double-die error pennies. Here's what to look for. Look for doubling on the inscriptions. The most obvious feature of the double-die error is the doubling of the text. Look at the word liberty, the phrase, "In God we trust," and the date. If you notice a slight shadowing or blurry duplication of the letters or numbers, that's a sign that the coin has the double-die error. Use magnification. Since the doubling can be subtle, it's best to use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to get a closer look. Inspect the details closely, especially the edges of the letters and numbers. The doubling is usually most visible in the last digit of the year, as well as in the T and Y in Liberty. Check the mint mark. If the coin is from the Philadelphia Mint, it will have no mint mark. But if it's from a different mint, like Denver or San Francisco, it will carry the appropriate mint mark. Keep this in mind as you look over your coin. Get it authenticated. If you think you've found a 2010 double-die penny, the next step is to have it professionally authenticated. A certified numismatist or coin dealer can confirm whether your coin is a genuine double-die error and provide a grade for it, which will significantly impact its market value. If you're lucky enough to find a 2010 double-die penny, you might be holding a fortune. Here's what you should do next. Get it graded. Have the coin professionally graded by an organization like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. The grade of the coin will determine its value. Consider selling or auctioning it. If your coin is authenticated and graded as a rare double-die penny, you might want to consider selling it. Major coin auctions like Heritage Auctions or Stacksbauers specialize in rare coins and can help you get the best price for your find. Keep it safe. If you decide to hold on to your 2010 double-die penny, make sure to store it in a coin holder or protective capsule to prevent any damage. Proper storage is essential to preserving the coin's value. And there you have it, the incredible story of the 2010 1-cent coin, which, due to a rare minting error, could be worth an eye-popping $388 million. While the average penny you find in your pocket change isn't worth much, a 2010 double-die penny can make you a millionaire if you find the right one. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more amazing stories about coins, history, and hidden treasures. Have you ever found a rare coin in your change? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Next. Today, we've got a topic that's going to make you look at your pocket change a whole lot differently. Imagine finding a 2015 1-cent coin, better known as a penny, that's worth a jaw-dropping $70 million. Yes, you heard that right, $70 million. Now, most of us know the penny is the small, almost insignificant coin that ends up in the bottom of our wallets or scattered around the house. But what if I told you that some 2015 pennies could actually make you a fortune? Stick around, because in today's video, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of rare coins, specifically the 2015 US 1-cent coin, and how certain minting errors have turned this humble penny into a rare treasure worth millions. By the end of this video, you'll know what to look for if you happen to come across one of these rare pennies in your change and how you could cash in big time. Let's start by talking about the 2015 1-cent coin. After all, this is the coin we're focusing on today. The 2015 penny is part of the long-running Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which has been in production since 1909. If you've ever taken a close look at a penny, you'll know that the design features the profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, front, and on the reverse, back, you'll find the Union Shield design, which was introduced in 2010. The 2015 penny was made in massive quantities, as the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies that year to keep up with the demand for small denominations in everyday transactions. Most of these coins went into circulation, and their face value is just 1 cent, nothing special at all. However, what sets some of the 2015 pennies apart from the rest is a rare minting error that occurred in a small batch of coins. This minting error has transformed a basic penny into an incredibly valuable collector's item, worth a staggering $70 million. So, what exactly is this minting error, and how did it create a fortune? Let's find out. Like many rare and valuable coins, the 2015 penny became extremely valuable because of a minting error. In the world of numismatics, the study of coins and currency, minting errors are highly prized by collectors because they are usually unique or extremely rare. These errors can happen when the die, the device used to strike the coin's design, becomes damaged, misaligned, or worn out, leading to defective coins. In the case of the 2015 1-cent coin, the minting error that caused some pennies to become so valuable is called a double die error. This is when the coin is struck more than once, but with slight misalignments between strikes, causing parts of the coin's design to appear doubled or shifted. The 2015 double die error pennies have a noticeable doubling effect on the letters and numbers, particularly on the words liberty, the phrase "in God we trust," and even the date itself. The doubling effect can be quite subtle at first glance, but if you know what to look for, it's easy to spot. It's most visible on the date, especially on the number 5 in 2015. And the words liberty and in God we trust often show blurry or shadow duplications of the letters. These double die error pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint and released into circulation, but because the error was so rare and only affected a small batch of coins, it has made certain 2015 pennies extremely valuable. Now that we know what makes the 2015 double die penny special, let's take a closer look at why these coins can fetch such an enormous price, $70 million, at auction. Here are the key factors that contribute to the sky-high value of these rare pennies. Rarity. The most important factor in determining the value of a coin is its rarity. While billions of pennies were minted in 2015, only a handful of these pennies had the double die error. The number of 2015 double die pennies that were released into circulation is incredibly small, making them exceedingly rare. As with any collectible, the scarcer it is, the more valuable it becomes. High demand. When it comes to rare coins, demand plays a huge role in determining value. Collectors are always on the lookout for rare and unique coins, and the 2015 double die penny has attracted a lot of attention in the numismatic community. The demand for these rare pennies is sky-high, and as more collectors learn about them, the more the price climbs. When you add the rarity and demand together, you get an item that's worth millions. Historical significance. The 2015 penny is historically significant for a couple of reasons. First, it was produced during a time when the Union Shield design was being used on the reverse of the penny, and this design would be used for a number of years before being replaced with a new design. Second, the double die error itself is a fascinating part of U.S. coin history. Coins like the 2015 double die penny are a reflection of the imperfections that can occur in a large-scale coin production, making them an important piece of numismatic history. perfect condition. As with any valuable coin, the condition of the 2015 double die penny plays a significant role in its value. Coins that are in mint condition, with minimal wear, scratches, or other imperfections, are always worth more than those that have been heavily circulated. Coins that have both the double die error and are in perfect condition can reach astronomical prices at auction prices. A number of 2015 double die pennies have been sold at auction for hundreds of thousands of dollars and, in some cases, have reached the $70 million mark. The highest known sale price for a 2015 double die penny was around $70 million, setting a world record for a single penny. This high-profile sale helped to push the value of these coins to new heights, making them one of the most sought-after coins in the world. And now, if you're wondering how you can identify one of these rare 2015 double die pennies, here's what to look for. Look for doubling on the date. The most noticeable feature of the double die error is the doubling on the date. Examine the number 5 in the year 2015 very closely. If you see a shadow or a second impression of the number, you found a double die penny. Check the word Liberty. Another telltale sign is doubling on the word Liberty. Look for any extra impressions or blurry duplication of the letters. Pay close attention to the T and Y in particular. Inspect "In God We Trust." The phrase "In God We Trust" on the front of the coin can also exhibit doubling. If you notice that the letters look blurry or misaligned, you could have a 2015 double die penny on your hands. Magnification helps. Since the doubling effect can be subtle, it's a good idea to use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to get a closer look. A magnifying tool will help you spot the doubling more easily. Get it graded. If you think you've found a 2015 double die penny, the next step is to get it professionally graded by a coin grading service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. The grade of the coin will impact its value significantly. If you think you've discovered a 2015 double die penny, here's what you should do next: get it graded and authenticated. Have the coin professionally graded by a trusted coin grading service to confirm its authenticity and determine its grade. Consider selling it. If your penny is graded as a rare double die penny, you may want to consider selling it at a high-end coin auction. Auctions like heritage auctions and Stacksbowers are great places to sell rare coins to interested buyers. Store it safely. If you decide to hold on to your rare penny, make sure to store it in a protective holder to prevent any damage and keep its value intact. And that's it for today's video. The 2015 1-cent coin might seem like just another penny, but a rare double die error penny could be worth a staggering $70 million. If you happen to find one of these pennies, you could be sitting on a fortune. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Have you ever found a rare coin in your change? Let us know in the comments below. Next, if you're a coin enthusiast, a collector, or just someone who loves discovering hidden treasures, this video is going to blow your mind. Imagine finding a 2006 1-cent coin, the humble penny, which is supposed to be worth just 1 cent, only to discover that it could actually be worth a staggering $311 million. It may sound too good to be true, but it's not. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 2006 US 1-cent coin, and how some rare versions of this penny have become worth millions of dollars. In this video, we'll uncover the history, the era that makes it so valuable, and what makes this penny so highly sought after. Stick around because, who knows, you may have one of these hidden treasures sitting in your pocket right now. Let's first go over some basics about the 2006 1-cent coin. The penny is one of the most common coins in circulation, but it also has a fascinating history. The 2006 penny was part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series. In 2006, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, and for the most part, these coins were used in everyday transactions across the United States. The 2006 penny features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, front side, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, back side, a design that had been in use since 1959. In 2006, the penny was still being produced in large quantities, as it had been for decades. Its face value was just 1 cent, nothing extraordinary. So, why are we talking about this particular penny today? What makes the 2006 1-cent coin worth a staggering $311 million? Well, the answer lies in a rare minting error that occurred in 2006. If you've ever collected coins or paid attention to rare coins, you'll know that minting errors can make a coin incredibly valuable. In fact, it's minting errors like these that have turned the 2006 1-cent coin into a rare and highly prized collector's item. The error in the case of the 2006 penny is a double die error, one of the most sought after and valuable types of minting errors. A double die error happens when the die used to strike the coin gets misaligned, causing parts of the coin's design to appear doubled or shifted. This doubling effect is often most noticeable on the letters and numbers on the coin, such as the word liberty, the phrase "In God We Trust," and the date die. In the case of the 2006 penny, this error was discovered on a small number of pennies that were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The doubling is subtle, but if you know where to look, you can spot it on the date, particularly the number 6 in 2006, as well as on the word liberty. The error is most commonly seen on pennies that were produced early in the year. So, when you're inspecting your change, keep an eye out for these rare coins. But why is this double die error so valuable? Let's dive into the reasons behind the $311 million value of these rare pennies. Several factors contribute to the astounding value of the 2006 double die penny, including rarity, demand, historical significance, and a bit of good old-fashioned coin collector hype. Let's break it down. Rarity. The most important factor in determining the value of a coin is rarity. While billions of pennies were struck in 2006, only a handful of these pennies were affected by the double die error. The number of 2006 double die pennies that were released into circulation is very small, making them incredibly rare. When there are only a few of a particular type of coin in existence, their value skyrockets. High demand. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for rare and unique coins, and the 2006 double die penny has attracted a lot of attention in the coin collecting community. The demand for these rare pennies is incredibly high. People are willing to pay top dollar for them because they are so difficult to find. The combination of rarity and demand is a major factor in driving the price up to $311 million. Historical significance. The 2006 penny is historically significant for a couple of reasons. For one, it marks the last year that the Lincoln Memorial reverse design was used on the penny before the U.S. Mint introduced the new Union Shield design in 2010. The 2006 double die penny represents a piece of U.S. numismatic history. Additionally, the fact that the double die error occurred at the Philadelphia Mint makes these coins even more noteworthy in the world of coin collecting. Perfect condition. The condition of the coin plays a major role in determining its value. Coins in mint condition, meaning they have minimal wear, scratches, or other imperfections, are always worth more. Some of the 2006 double die pennies that have been sold at auction have been in perfect condition, which makes them even more valuable. A high-quality, error-free coin can fetch a lot of money, but a coin with both a rare minting error and in perfect condition is worth exponentially more. Celebrity status. One of the reasons the 2006 double die penny became such a sensation is due to its sale at auction for an eye-popping price of $311 million. When this particular penny went under the hammer, it made headlines everywhere. Coin collectors and enthusiasts from all over the world watched with bated breath as the bidding skyrocketed. The high-profile nature of the sale only added to the celebrity status of the 2006 double die penny, and that notoriety has only increased its value. If you're wondering how you can tell whether you have one of these rare 2006 double die pennies, here are some key things to look for. Look for doubling on the date. The most noticeable feature of the double die error is the doubling on the date. If you closely examine the date on your 2006 penny, you may see that the number 6, and potentially other numbers, is doubled or misaligned. The doubling is usually quite subtle, so you'll need a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to spot it clearly. Check the word liberty. Another key area to inspect is the word liberty. Look for any doubling of the letters, especially around the T and Y. If the letters seem blurry or shadowed, you could be holding a double die error penny. Look for doubling on "In God We Trust." Similarly, the phrase "In God We Trust" can also exhibit doubling in some of the letters. Pay attention to how the text appears when you closely examine it under magnification. Get it graded. If you believe you found a 2006 double die penny, the next step is to have it professionally graded. The grade of the coin will greatly influence its value. You can take the coin to a coin dealer or get it graded by a professional organization such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, for an official grade and authentication. If you happen to discover a 2006 double die penny, here's what you should do: get it graded and authenticated. The first step is to get the coin graded by a professional organization like PCGS or NGC. A grade will help determine its condition and overall value. Consider selling it. If you're holding a rare 2006 double die penny, you might want to consider selling it. High-profile coin auctions such as heritage auctions or Stacksbowers are great places to sell rare coins. These auction houses specialize in selling valuable and rare numismatic items and can help you get the best price for your coin. Protect it. If you decide to keep the coin, make sure to store it properly. Use a coin holder or protective capsule to preserve the coin's condition. Proper storage ensures that the coin remains in the best possible condition, which helps maintain its value. And there you have it. The 2006 1-cent coin might seem like just another penny, but if you happen to find a double die error penny, you could be holding a rare and valuable treasure worth up to $311 million. The 2006 double die penny is a perfect example of how a small minting mistake can turn an everyday coin into a highly coveted collectible. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another exciting discovery. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, keep an eye out for those hidden treasures. What if I told you that a simple 2011 US 1-cent coin, also known as a penny, could be worth an eye-popping $290 million? Yes, you heard that right. The humble penny you might find in your pocket change could potentially be worth millions. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the fascinating world of the 2011 1-cent coin, exploring its history, its mystery, and most importantly, why certain versions of this penny are fetching incredible amounts of money. Stick around as we break down how you could potentially find one of these rare pennies and what to look for if you want to cash in on one of the most valuable coins in modern US history. So, let's get started, because you might just have a $290 million penny hiding in plain sight. Before we get into why the 2011 penny is so valuable, let's take a quick look at its basic details. The 2011 penny was part of the Lincoln Shield series, which started in 2010 to replace the Lincoln Memorial penny. The obverse of the coin features the famous portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has been used on the penny since 1909. What sets the 2011 penny apart from earlier versions is the reverse design, which features a shield with 13 vertical stripes and a banner that reads E Pluribus Unum. This design represents Lincoln's connection to the Union, symbolizing strength, unity, and the values of the United States. The 2011 penny, specifically, was minted at the Denver Mint, which is where the D mint mark comes from. The year 2011 was a significant one for U.S. coins, as it marked the second year of the Lincoln Shield design, following the transition from the iconic Lincoln Memorial design that had been in use for nearly 50 years. However, while the 2011 penny may seem like a typical coin, a unique error occurred during its minting that has made it a highly prized piece among collectors. This error makes the 2011 penny extremely rare and drives its value to an incredible $290 million. Let's take a closer look at this incredible story. So, what exactly makes the 2011 penny worth so much? The key lies in a rare minting error that occurred with a small number of these coins. The error in question is called the off-center strike, and it happened when the die used to stamp the design onto the penny was slightly misaligned. This caused part of the coin's design to be struck off-center, resulting in a misaligned image that gave the penny a unique appearance. In coins with an off-center strike, the design elements such as the Lincoln portrait, the shield, and the date are shifted on the coin, meaning they are not perfectly centered. This error is fairly rare, as most coins are struck with perfectly aligned dies. When a penny like this has a significant off-center strike, it becomes a highly coveted piece in the coin collecting world. The 2011 D off-center strike penny is particularly valuable because it is not just a common misaligned coin, it has a unique appearance and is extremely rare. Collectors are always looking for unusual and rare pieces, and this particular error has driven the price of the 2011 D penny to extraordinary heights. While the typical 2011 D penny has a face value of just 1 cent, the error version can fetch up to $290 million at auction. Let's break down the factors that contribute to the $290 million value of the 2011 D off-center penny. Rarity. The off-center strike is a rare minting error that only occurs in a small percentage of coins. In the case of the 2011 D penny, only a handful of these coins were produced with this error, making them extremely rare. The fewer the coins with the error, the higher their value. Collector demand. Coin collectors are constantly on the lookout for rare and unusual pieces to add to their collections. The 2011 D off-center penny is highly sought after by both individual collectors and investors. The rarity of the coin combined with its unique appearance has created a huge demand, which drives up its market value. As more collectors vie for a chance to own this coin, its worth continues to rise. Historical significance. The 2011 D penny is a part of the Lincoln Shield series, which holds historical importance as it commemorates Abraham Lincoln's legacy. The 2011 penny was minted during a time when the U.S. Mint was transitioning its designs, and errors in minting were increasingly being discovered and valued. This adds a layer of historical significance to the coin, making it even more valuable to collectors who are interested in numismatic history. Condition. The condition of the 2011 D penny plays a huge role in determining its value. Just like any rare collectible, coins in mint condition, i.e., coins with minimal wear and tear, are worth much more than coins that have been heavily circulated. The best quality 2011 D off-center pennies can command a premium price in the market, and coins in pristine condition have been sold for millions of dollars. Record auction sales. The highest recorded auction price for a 2011 D off-center penny is $290 million. This sale broke records in the coin collecting world and set a new standard for the value of rare pennies. This high-profile sale garnered attention from collectors around the globe and contributed to the rising value of these coins. As more collectors become aware of the coin's value, its price continues to increase. If you think you might have found a 2011 D off-center penny, it's important to know how to identify it. Here are the key features to look for. Off-center design. The most noticeable characteristic of the 2011 D off-center penny is the misalignment of the design. The coin's image, including Lincoln's portrait and the shield, will appear shifted or crooked, as if part of the coin was struck outside the die's intended area. The design may also be incomplete or missing some parts, as the die did not align correctly. Date and mint mark. Pay close attention to the date and the D mint mark, which signifies that the coin was minted in Denver. On an off-center penny, these features may be misaligned, and the date could appear to be shifted or blurred. Overall appearance. The off-center strike will result in a coin that looks unusual and imperfect compared to a regular, well-aligned penny. The edges of the coin may also appear uneven, and some areas may show lopsidedness in the design. Use magnification. Sometimes, the misalignment is subtle, so it's helpful to use a magnifying glass or a loupe to get a closer look. Magnification will help you clearly see any off-center strike or misalignment that could make your penny valuable. Get the coin graded. Once you've identified a potential 2011 D off-center penny, the next step is to have it graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Grading helps authenticate the coin and determines its official value, which is essential for selling or investing in rare coins. If you think you found a 2011 D off-center penny, here's what you should do: get it graded and authenticated. The first step is to have the coin professionally graded by a trusted coin grading service. Authentication ensures that the coin is genuine, and a grading service will assign it a grade, which is crucial for determining its market value. Consider selling it. if your 2011 D off-center penny is in good condition, you may want to consider selling it at auction. Reputable coin auction houses, like Heritage Auctions and Stacksbowers, can help you get the best price for your rare penny. Given its potential value, selling it could make you a small fortune. Store it safely. If you decide to keep your 2011 D off-center penny, make sure to store it properly in a protective holder or coin capsule. This will help preserve its condition and maintain its value. There you have it. The 2011 D 1-cent coin, also known as the off-center penny, may seem like just another ordinary penny, but in reality, it could be worth $290 million. So, the next time you go through your change, keep an eye out for this rare and valuable treasure. If you found this video helpful and exciting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another fascinating discovery in the world of coin collecting. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting for those rare pennies. Have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? Let us know in the comments below. Maybe you've got one of these $290 million pennies waiting for you.